let's get 10 minutes on the clock here. Start with the NBA from what happened last night. So here we go. 10 minutes on the clock. Next 10 minutes, uninterrupted basketball talk of what happened yesterday in the NBA. So here we go. 10 minutes on the clock, and the 10-minute start right now. Alrighty, just 3 little low games on in the NBA last night. We had 2 bets going. We hit one. We didn't hit one. Womp, womp, 50% last night. Jeez Louise. But here we go. Let's start with the first game. Jazz at the 76ers, and this one was just too easy, folks. This one was just way too easy. Jazz -3. Yes, thank you. They win by 12. 20. Hang on, let me do the math quick. 22. They win by 22 points. Jeez Louise. Absolutely dominant win here for the Jazz, which we know, folks. This Jazz team is so gosh dang deep. And the 76ers team, ever since kind of Joel Embiid came back into the starting lineup, they haven't really been as dominant as they have been. Always kind of close wins, never really blowing teams out. So this was an easy play all day, and definitely the bet that we were kind of favoring the most when we were talking about it all yesterday. So Jazz -3, they win by 22. No big deal here for the Jazz. Getting it done. Mike Conley, 10 points, 4 assists. Donovan Mitchell, 22 points, 6 assists. Rudy Gobert, absolutely dominant, 17 points, 21 rebounds, and he had the highest plus-minus on the floor for the Jazz last night, a +17. Bojan Bogdanovic, 14 points. He shot 0-4 from the 3, but he was a +15 on the floor. I'll give him credit for that. And then Royce O'Neal, 7 points, 4 rebounds. And what's interesting here, they moved Bogdanovic to the 4 and Royce O'Neal at the 3. I don't think I love that decision, but hey, it's winning. So, okay, we'll give them credit, and we'll see if they stick with this kind of little bit of a mix-up in their starting lineup. And then their bench, folks, the bench that can literally double as another starting unit in the NBA. Hassan Whiteside, 14 points, 10 rebounds. How great is that in only 15 minutes? Oh my gosh. Joe Ingles, 11 points. 7 assists. Jordan Clarkson, only 11 points. He took 12 shots, but only 11 points, 3 of 10 from 3. And then Rudy Gobert, 10 points, 6 rebounds. Folks, oh my gosh. 4 players off the bench in double-digit scoring. That's at minimum 40 points, folks. How are you supposed to compete with that on a nightly basis when this bench can go up for 40 plus easily any given night? And that's just the bench, let alone the dominant starters of, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell, kind of highly regarded all-stars in this league. What are we supposed to do, folks? This Jazz team, folks, give them credit. And if they could stay healthy, this is potentially some NBA championship favorites. We've got to update our NBA power rankings. I know we keep saying we have to. I'm looking to get it on the docket for the next coming shows, okay, folks, with the producers and, everybody wanting to get a piece of what goes in on the Daily Show and all that. I got to organize it all, but I am having the NBA power rankings on the docket for their power rankings. I will get that out to y'all as soon as possible. So the Jazz, big dominant performance like we know, and then for the 76ers, they had their classic starting lineup. They were all starting here. Joel Embiid, 19 points, 9 rebounds. He played all right. He shot 44% on 18 shots. Rudy Gobert, doing really solid down low, so we give Rudy Gobert credit. Seth Curry, 18 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. He shot 2 of 6 from the 3. Tyrese Maxey, 11 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. Tobias Harris, 17 points, 7 rebounds. And then classic Danny Green, 0 points on 5 shots, 0 of 4 from the 3. Danny Green, womp, womp. Off the bench here by the 76ers, nothing as good as the Jazz's bench, obviously. We get Shake Milton, 7 points on 7 shots. Matisse Thybulle, 7 points on 8 shots. Georges Niang, 9 points on 7 shots. He did pretty solid, 57% from the field. Furkan Korkmaz, 4 points on 6 shots. Really underwhelming shooting performance, especially from 3. I mean, they shot 6 of 33, folks. 6 of 33 from the 3, while the Jazz shot 15 of 40. So Jazz get the big O win here. They are deep, folks. Man, oh man, are they Chicago pizza? Because they are gosh dang deep. Alrighty, next game up here, Lakers at the Grizzlies, and, fools on us forever betting the Lakers. Why would we bet the Lakers -4 with LeBron and AD and Russell Westbrook all playing, and the Grizzlies don't have their best player of John Morant? Egg on our face. But the Lakers lose here. While everyone was watching the Steelers struggle, the Lakers offense was struggling as well. They lose to the Grizzlies last night on the road, 108-95, and this is the bet that we did not hit. Womp, womp. So let's start here with the Grizzlies. Once again, Tyus Jones in the starting lineup at the 1, 12.6 assists, 4 rebounds. DeAnthony Melton, 12.6 assists. Steven Adams at the 5. He's not the scorer, 4 points on 3 shots. Classic Steven Adams, but he had really great rebounding numbers, 13 rebounds, but 8 of those were offensive. 8 offensive rebounds, 8 second chance attempts here given by the big man of Steven Adams. Give that man some credit. Jaren Jackson Jr., 25 big ol' points here, 5 rebounds. And then Desmond Bane, 23 big ol' points, 2 steals, 1 block, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Truly getting it done. Nothing truly great off the bench here, but the Grizzlies starters all got it done for them. And then for the Lakers, LeBron James, 20 points, 11 assists, 10 rebounds, triple-double, 4 steals, 2 blocks. What more can he do? He shot 1 of 6 from 3, not the greatest, but that is a stat sheet stuffer right there. Anthony Davis, 22 points, and he's playing the 5, folks. 22 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Avery Bradley at the 2, 10 points, 3 rebounds. Russell Westbrook, 9 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. A little lackluster night overall by Russell Westbrook, and this is when we can start saying Russell Westbrook is a little underwhelming. A -16 on the floor, the worst on the floor here for the Lakers, the worst in the starting lineup. There was 2 other players with -16 on the floor. One was Malik Monk, -16 on the floor. Come on, Malik Monk. We need you to be way more consistent than this. And honestly, I want to see Malik Monk in the starting lineup. If he's good and if he's consistent, he can easily play the 2 out here and get Avery Bradley to the bench. But Malik Monk is showing absolutely no consistent progress out here, and it's kind of frustrating. We want to see this man. We obviously want to see the Lakers succeed because, LeBron James, he's the biggest player in the league. He's aging out of the league, highly regarded as, 1, 2, 3 in the GOAT conversation, whatever you want to rank him. So obviously we want to see this man continue to be great and try to get another ring before he exits the league. And unfortunately, some of these players are kind of holding him back a tad. So Malik Monk, 6 points on 28% shooting. Come on, got to be a little bit better than that. And then Carmelo Anthony, also a -16, another player that we could have relied on real early on in the season. Carmelo Anthony getting it done for this Lakers team, but as of late, when they need him to truly step it up here and get it done off the bench because nobody else is getting it done here off the bench, Carmelo Anthony's coming up a little bit short over the last couple of weeks, and do I dare say the last month as a whole. So Carmelo Anthony, 7 points. He had 9 rebounds. I'll give him that. But -16 on the floor as well. So Lakers were all kind of struggling last night. Besides the King, he was getting it done. And they end up losing to the Grizzlies, 108-95. All right, and then the last game on last night, Nuggets at the Spurs, and the Spurs beat the Nuggets. Exactly why we have 0 bettability, 0 believability, bettability. What's the third one? We always preach 3. Why am I blanking on the other B? Believability, bettability. Wow, I'm really blanking on something that we say every single day on the show. I can't believe it. But the Nuggets don't have believability or any buyability. That's what it is. How could I forget the buyability? We've got no buyability in this Nuggets team. There's no badability on this Nuggets team, and there's no believability in this Nuggets team because they just lost to the Spurs like we kind of knew they would. That's why we stayed away. The Nuggets were getting +2 points. We knew that was not great value at all. So Spurs get the nice double-digit win here, 123-111. Let's start here with the Spurs since they got the win. The starting lineup had a decent night. DeJounte Murray, 20 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds. That's fantastic. Derek White, 23 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds. We had Jacob Poeltl at the 5, holding it down, 9 points, 7 assists, 9 rebounds, getting it all done. A +5 on the floor in 30 minutes. Yes, sir. Doug McDermott, 17 points, fantastic. And then we had Keita Bates-Diop, 7 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a +4 in the starting lineup. Fantastic. Off the bench here, some great performances by Lonnie Walker, 21 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. And then we had Drew Eubanks, 14 points, 6 rebounds, truly getting it done. Is this Spurs team going to start turning the corner? Let's quickly see. What do they got in their last 10? Can we start to buy? Can we increase the buy ability of this Spurs team moving forward? They're 5-5 in their last 10, trying to make a little bit of a push. We'll see if this is starting to be the turnaround. A huge young group here in San Antonio. They still got Greg Popovich. We'll see if they can try to make some noise here as we approach kind of the middle part of the season. And then for the Nuggets, folks, this is their starting lineup. That's their 10 minutes, but we got to keep going here. For the Nuggets here, Monte Morris at the 1, Will Barton at the 2, Aaron Gordon at the 3, Jeff Green at the 4, and Jokic at the 5. So let's see how this worked out for the starting unit. Aaron Gordon led the team in scoring. Now, that is a great sign moving forward. This could definitely increase our buyability of this Nuggets team. We need Aaron Gordon to kind of be the leading scorer for this squad. Jokic or Aaron Gordon, they need to be the number 1 and number 2 every single night if this Nuggets team wants a chance to win. And that's exactly what it was last night. And they only lost by, 12 points? 12-point loss. It's still, decently hefty, still kind of a blowout. Double digits in the NBA, kind of a blowout here. But they still put up 111 points offensively, so not terrible overall. But Aaron Gordon, 25 points. He shot very, very well. Didn't even take a 3, 75% on 12 shots, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Jokic, 22 points, 10 assists, 13 rebounds. Bango, bango, triple-double for the man. And then what were their other pieces doing? We had Will Barton, 19 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Monte Morris, 13 points, 5 assists. He shot 3 of 7 from the 3. And then Jeff Green, 4 points on 5 shots. Nothing great off the bench besides Facundo Campazzo, which we've seen him, have pretty decent success last year when they called upon him deep into the season and early on in the playoffs. Facundo Campazzo, shout out to that man. 12 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds last night. And then JaMychal Green with 9 points on 6 shots. So this Nuggets team, they're just missing those kind of other scores here. I mean, when you have Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray with Jokic and Aaron Gordon, I mean, there's no shortage of scoring with those main 4. But they have 2 of those main 4 missing, folks. So still can't bet the Nuggets, but we'll see if this Aaron Gordon continues to put up this scoring pace, because if I can get 25 points consistently out of Aaron Gordon, now we may be able to think about looking into betting this Nuggets team. Alrighty, so those were all the games last night. Let's see if we can get any great action tonight in the NBA world. We went 1 of 1 yesterday in our official bets. Tons of games on tonight, so let's see if there's any great value. So here we go. First game up, Kings at the Hornets. Kings -1, Hornets +1. 2 kind of not great teams. And I think this Kings team has been streaking a little bit, a little mini streak. What do we got here for the Kings in their last 10? They're the 10th seed right now. That's fantastic. That's in the play-in tournament. Once again, the play-in tournament returning from last season. I think it's great. 7 through 10, kind of eliminates tanking a little bit, allows some teams that maybe have got it together at the back end of the season and made a late run to try and get into the playoffs. Love that play-in tournament. And the Kings are the 10th seed, 5-5 in their last 10, 3-game winning streak. So we'll see if this Kings team is the real deal. No great value here, and 2 kind of mediocre teams that can kind of, rival some good teams here and there. So we'll stay away from this game. Then the next game up here, we get the Mavericks at the Pacers here. Once again, just don't really know what this Mavericks team is. I don't know if they're good. They're not really winning with Doncic back, 3-7 in their last 10. And the Pacers, there's no bettability in them at all. So we're not going to bet this game at all. We'll stay away from this one. Then we get the Nets at the Hawks, and this is going to be a real good game right here. And it's on ESPN at 7:30, so bingo bango. We're going to get a doubleheader tonight. Fantastic on national TV. So Nets at Hawks, Nets +2, Hawks -2. Joe Harris still out for the Nets. And then for the Hawks, we get Bogdanovich out. Ooh, he is officially out. So, offensive production coming down a little bit, and Cam Reddish is a game-time decision. So no great value here. We'll stay away from this. We're only looking for the great value. We're not going to force anything. as of yet. If we get no picks, maybe we'll force one here. But let's keep going here. Still a lot of games to go over. Next game up here, Knicks at the Raptors. Knicks plus 1.5 Raptors minus 1.5. Man, oh man, all these matchups are two kind of really evenly matched teams overall with really no great value betting them. So for the Knicks, Nerlens Noel's a game time decision. And for the Raptors, we get OG Anunoby. He's still out. Precious is a game time decision. So that's going to be the thing to look out for. But once again, no great value here. We'll stay away from it. Then we get the Bucks at the Rockets, and the Rockets have been trending up, folks. What do we got by them? I think they're on a little bit of a mini streak like the Kings are, and I think this is some great value. Getting the Rockets plus 9 points here, 7-3 in their last 10, a 7-game winning streak, and I get 9 points, and they're at home. Holy moly! Now, they are facing the Bucks, which we know the Bucks are still a really good team here. Brook Lopez is still out. Giannis is a game-time decision, and so is George Hill. So we'll see if those two players play. For the Rockets, everybody's basically good to go here. So usual suspects are out here. Rockets plus 9, folks. Is Daniel Tice playing? I mean, if we can get Daniel Tice surely not playing, I'll take those 9 points all day long, and I think we are, folks. Streaking Rockets. We'll see if we can catch on this kind of streaky Rockets team. Hopefully we're not too late. We'll take 9 points. I think that's great value. Yeah, they may not win, but we're getting 9, and they're at home, and we just saw the Bucks truly flounder in their last game. They lost. Let me quickly get the matchup in the final score here. They lost to the Heat, 104-113, and that Heat team was missing Bam Adebayo. Were they missing Jimmy Butler? I believe they were. Missing Jimmy Butler and missing Bam Adebayo. So yes, give me the Rockets plus 9 here, folks. 7-game winning streak. We'll ride it as well. Rockets plus 9. Love the value. All right, next game up here, Cavs at the Timberwolves, and we love this Cavs team, folks. This Cavs team is streaking. Talk about streaking teams. Cavs are mother-loving streaking. What do we got with them in their last 10 games here? Only 5-5 in their last 10, but they're the 6th seed, folks, in the Eastern Conference. Absolutely love that. So Cavs -1, Timberwolves +1, 2. This is kind of close here. Everybody is good to go for the Cavs, and then for the Timberwolves, Patrick Beverley is a game time decision, and so is D'Angelo Russell. So Cavs -1 is looking appetizing. Don't love it. We'll see if we come back to this one. Last 3 games. Let's finish them out here. Pistons at the Pelicans. Pistons +6.5. Pelicans -6.5. 2 not great teams. I'm not going to bet on that. Lakers at the Thunder. Lakers on the back-to-back. We'll stay away from that. They just kind of, let us down. We bet them yesterday. They let us down, and I'm not ready to forgive them and rebet them to try and make up for that. So we'll stay away from this one. And then the last game of the night, Celtics at the Suns, and Suns only -4.5 points. I think I love it. Celtics +4.5. Suns -4.5. Is this the second game? It is the second game of the doubleheader on ESPN tonight, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Celtics at the Suns. Now, Suns, 9-1 in their last 10. They just had that little hiccup against the Warriors, and they're good to go back at it. Still no Devin Booker for this Suns team, and that's fine. I think we're good with this. And then for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown is out, so they'll probably play a little bit better here, but overall, the Celtics team, they're going to get a little bit worse as they progress through the season, having that kind of, veteran Al Horford in their starting lineup, folks. We do like Dennis Schroeder and Marcus Smart at the 1 and 2, respectively, without Jaylen Brown. So, like we said, we do believe the Celtics could be a little decent tonight, but I got to give it to the Suns here. Suns at home, Celtics on the road. I don't love that. And we're going to take the Suns -4.5 here, along with the Rockets +9 for a little bit of a double parlay right here. 2-teamer. We'll take it. Odds +256, bet 100, win 256, and get your 100 back. So Rockets +9, Suns -4.5. Absolutely loving those values here, and we're ready to make some money tonight.